everyone. Welcome to Enchanted Chatter. We're live. We're here on time on Wednesday with our wonderful guest, Kriston.
Hello.
We're all laughing because we were chatting beforehand and chaos was ensuing.
My house is chaos.
I mean, all houses.
I have a 2-year-old.
That's true.
I put a baby lock on the door, on our bedroom door, just so he can't, like, this door, points of exit, entry.
All of them.
Everything that's important. The only one I left open is the pantry, and that one's about to get locked because he's in the snack and constantly in the snack thing. I think I had to pull like 6 snacks out of him today.
I need to do that, but for my cats, they have learned how to open up the pantry doors and just hide in there, and then we don't know where the cats went, and then we hear this little meow, 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 and some dishes clinking, and we're like, oh, that's where they are. Now we got to wash all the freaking dishes now.
That's hilarious. You had a wonderful weekend.
I did. My best tournament results I've had since playing Lorcana. I'm very, very proud of myself.
You absolutely should be. Yes, hair flip, everything, all the above. We love it. I was so excited when I was watching because I was flipping between like the DCL and Ghent and the CCS tournament. I was sad because originally I was going to go to the CCS tournament, but I got back in the middle of last week and was exhausted. And I was like, I need sleep. I wouldn't be able to function at a card tournament this weekend.
Yeah, I don't blame you. All that, I wouldn't be able to walk after all that running you did. My legs would completely stop working.
I thought they would, considering I did not train for this weekend very well.
Oh my.
But they didn't, and I managed to, like, the big thing that I've been like super proud of from the Disney races is I did a Disney race 10 years ago, and the race I did last weekend, I finished within 5 minutes of my time from 10 years ago. And I was like, that feels pretty good. We're old and rickety now, so it feels good when I feel a little younger, and I was in better shape then.
My only issue with it is that I was looking at pictures of you running at Disney and all cute, and then my 12-year-old niece that loves to run so much saw it. She's like, "Oh, we should do that!" And now I get to run a marathon.
Oh, fun!
I hate running.
I've convinced everyone basically. So, Kriston, if you want to become a runner, we're looking at 2028. We're going to do the marathon weekend at Disney World.
Okay, that's enough time to prepare. Okay.
Exactly.
Now I'm on board. I wasn't on board, but now I am.
Yeah, and I've got training plans that I've sent out to everybody. I can send it to you. If anyone watching wants to join in the fun.
It's very nice.
It is.
I was like, I mentioned it, and she was like, here are links. Immediately her and Melissa were going, bleep, bleep, bleep.
So, we're going to sidetrack for a second and then go back to you, Kriston.
Okay. No, you're fine.
So the trainer who made the training program for Run Disney was an Olympic athlete, Jeff Galloway, and he actually passed right before this past Run Disney. So literally the week of the race, he passed away. And his daughter-in-law is the woman who does the commentary for all the races. So she basically does a pre-show. She does a show at the finish line and like is amazing. And she still did the show, which I don't know how she managed to get through that. But he invented this training method called the run, walk, run. So essentially, depending on how quickly you want to pace yourself, depends on how long you run and how long you walk in intervals through the entire race. And basically has been proven you can get like amazing PRs with it, and it also is really beginner friendly. So if you want to look into run, walk, run, and you are new to running or have been running for a long time, it's a really good, like, fun, beginner friendly way to learn how to become a runner. Because I want to be very transparent. I am not a runner. I don't know how I tricked myself into becoming a runner, but I don't believe that I'm a runner. Mile 11 of the half marathon, I was like, why the heck am I doing this? This is a terrible idea.
All those medals, though, that you have, those make you look like a runner.
They do trick people into thinking that. Most of them are from 10 years ago when I was kind of actively running.
I've never actively ran. So if you see me actively running, you should also run, because that means there's danger.
There's danger. My husband says the same thing. So my husband was in the Army, and whenever I try to get him to run with me, he's like, no, that doesn't sound like a fun.
Tidbit. I was walking my husky at the park with my boyfriend, and the husky got loose, and I thought I was running at light speed. I was like, it felt so fast. And then I realized then I saw people like walking next to me, and they were like running, like walking at the same speed as my run. And I was like, okay, I think maybe I should go to the gym a little bit. It was a little embarrassing. I was like, I bet everyone was like, what is wrong with her? But yeah, but I can probably prepare for 2028. I bet I have enough time.
You have enough time to not only prepare, but also save, because I would be remiss if I didn't also clarify that Run Disney races do come with a Disney price tag.
Oh, well, that'd be fun too. That's still fun.
They're at Disney.
It is. Hello, Mo.
That Mo. And Mandy.
And TFM Melissa. All of my favorite people in chat. Besides my favorite people that I'm here with.
Oh, thanks.
Wow.
All right. Back to why we're actually here. I know Disney is fun, but also we love Lorcana, and you kicked some butt this weekend. What were you playing? And did you play the same deck on Saturday and Sunday?
Yes. So I played Purple Steel, and I played the same 60 on Saturday and Sunday.
Awesome.
Yes.
And for those who might be interested in your 60.
Ooh, you have it? I was going to send it to you because I didn't know if you had it. You do. Look at that.
I came prepared. I might have prepared right before we went live, but I prepared nonetheless.
You didn't do it while you're on live with Melissa and trying to figure out all the buttons, so it's already going better than whenever you were gone.
Yes.
I love this list. The one card that I was curious how it did was this Nani.
So Nani was great. So I do have to admit something. I did not make this list. My two teammates, Matthew and Hayden, they made the list. And actually, I played the same exact 60 that Matthew and Hayden did. And we all made top 32 of the main event. Matthew made 18th place. Hayden made 21st, I believe. And then I made 29th place with this exact 60.
Hey,
and
that's the best.
I also feel like that it brings up a good point that I kind of wanted to talk to you about as well, which is I feel like we see a lot of people, I mean, males in the Lorcana space that are on teams and talk about the advantages of being on a team. And I think that you saying you played the same 60 as some of the other team members of Inkfinity is a really good point to call out. It's really nice to have a group that you're testing with and get to the point where you all agree that like, hey, these 60 cards feel really good. Let's go into the day. Let's see how we do. Because sometimes it's matchup dependent. Sometimes it's who play tested the best and felt most confident in the deck. But I think when you see a good amount of people going in and playing the deck together, it's better to see like if that deck is good or if things need to be changed, and you can take those notes back and do that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we've said it before on the Inkfinity podcast, but like having a team, there were so many times during the day where I was going to make a play. And then I remember hearing like Matthew or Hayden's voice saying, well, normally I would do this, but so-and-so, like playing Demona, even though I might draw 2, but it locks their Demona, and then I have a dock in hand. There were so many times. Also, my favorite thing I did was a note from my teammate, Matthew, my boyfriend. I had a Cobra on board, I had Angel on board, I had Olaf on board, and I popped my own Olaf to pop the Cobra back to hand to play it again for game. And I did
those are one of those big Bri, I'm looking at you like, big brain? That's a big brain move, and I love that.
That's one of those things that like Kyle would do against me, and I'd be like, wait, what happened?
I was like, wait a minute, I can do that.
Yeah.
That play is brilliant, and I love that.
So that's like I think that's one of the best things about being on a team is just like you learn things from each other, and you take those into tournaments, and you just hear them like they're with you almost.
No,
in a weird way, but they're like, it was like Matthew and Hayden and all my other teammates were there with me. Like I was taking anything I had heard from the testing groups, a little bit from everybody. So
that is such a good point. And it's very funny because I will say things like that all the time when I am playing and I do something, I'm like, oh, so-and-so is going to yell at me. Or like, oh yeah. I didn't do that, so they won't yell at me. I did it right this time. Because I'm like, and I want to be clear, none of my teammates have ever actually yelled at me.
Oh my gosh. Mine have actually.
I mean,
they will walk away from me while I'm playing. Dramatically. But that is their version of yelling at me.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I quested with the Sisu and they don't think I should have quested with it. And so I see their hat come off and like they put it back on and they walk away. And it's just like, thanks for your confidence.
I know. Playing and out of the corner of your eye, you can see their like reactions. Like during the tournament, Cody was sitting next to me at a few of the rounds, and I knew I did something good when out of the corner of my eye, Cody would be going, and he'd be nodding. Or if he walked away, I'd be like, oh crap, what did I do? I'm going to play out of it. Because I'm a good player, but what did I do wrong?
What did I do wrong? What are they going to tell me after this that I need to remember next time? And those, I think to like your point, those are the moments that you're like, oh, I'm never going to make that mistake again. And that makes you a better player. And I think it's so great that we see more teams having women on their teams, because I think that's how we see more women make Top Cut, more women get a chance to showcase that we are just as good as all the other people in Top Cut.
Yes.
So it's really cool to hear that we had 2 women make the top 32.
Mm-hmm.
I was so sad when I messaged you and I saw you made top 32. I was like, what's your next match? And then I realized it was cut to top 16. And I was like, well, never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah. I mean, I still got paid. So that's what I was like,
hey,
that's what I was really wanting. I just wanted some money.
You got that cash money. I respect it.
I did.
See, I saw the picture after the fact and I was like, oh, top 32. And I was like, just skimming to see if there was any girls. And I was like, oh, and I know her.
It was me. There was a second one. I would like to, make that public announcement. My tweet was incorrect. There were 2 women in top 32. I was just the only female in the picture, but there was a second female. She just didn't make the picture. Her name's Cammie, so shout out Cammie.
Yeah. And Cammie is actually a local. She plays in the DFW area. So Bri and I also know her. She plays on a really fun team. There's a team of women in the area. I forget the name of I think it's like
Bippity Boos.
Bippity Boppity Baddies is what I think it is.
There we go. Yeah, I was like Bippity Boppity something.
Yeah, and it's a really
team.
Great group. And I love that it's a team of all women. So very similar to like the Love to Lore team, just kind of trying to raise each other up. And I love that.
One of their members was actually on stream for one of the rounds.
Yeah. And I mean, we can talk about that. I don't know if you were made aware of the fun events because you were playing, but there was a pretty big scandal. I don't know what the right word to call it.
Thing.
Yeah, on stream.
Okay, I did see that video. Yeah.
So the girl who's playing is on Bippity Boppity Baddies. So shout out to her.
And she is awesome. She is a really good player. She even, some of the tweets call out calling out what he was doing. And she's like, I'm so sorry I missed it. Like, I should have seen it. And they were like, no, like this person is very clearly cheating against you and did things to make sure you weren't paying close enough attention so that they knew they could get away with it.
Right.
Kind of with that, I will give my plug of call a judge. Make sure you're paying attention when you're playing. Don't get
so wrapped up in the anxiety of stream.
Yeah, and being on stream is hard, but don't be afraid to, even if you just are like, wait, I don't know if that's right, call a judge. Make sure it's right.
Yeah. That's why they're there. It's not scary.
Yes.
When in doubt, shout. Yes, very true.
I love that. That might be our new motto. Mandy, I may add that to a shirt or something. I'll quote you for it because I love this. Judges are your friends.
Yes. Yes, they are. Oh. Especially if they're playing. Some of the things that I've ran into are just like people playing really fast, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you do have to also clearly communicate what's happening. Like, I'm not just going to trust you that you're doing the right thing because I don't know you, and I may not know your deck. And there have been plenty of times where like they were playing really fast, and I know it was because they probably didn't want to go into time, but like I had to like put a hand out and I'm like, hold on, stop. Can you please explain to me what you just did? Because that was lightning fast. I have no idea. So you can always ask them to pause. You can always call a judge, and you get a time extension anyway. So like when you call a judge, it's not like you're losing anything. You're not losing time. They'll give it back to you.
100%. Do not be afraid to call a judge. Great reminder. Don't be afraid to call a judge. Even if you go to the bathroom. I'm re-reminding myself of this because there was an event in Richmond where I had to pee an entire round, and I told that to people after the fact, and they're like, you literally tell people that you can call a judge to run to the bathroom.
And then you didn't do it?
And then I didn't do it. So everybody, don't be like me. Don't be sitting there crossing your legs the whole round.
I'm laughing at Kirby's comment also because I'm pretty sure that's about her husband. I was like, that's a Jonathan. He points with the card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've noted. I've been a victim of that too, and I'm like, what are we doing? What does this mean?
What is my other favorite, the what does this mean? Or my other favorite is when some of my friends or opponents, because I think it's a pretty common thing, they will be thinking about what they're going to do, and I like the point.
Yes.
And it cracks me up every time anyone does it, because.
Or when they're when they sit and point at the table, like they're calculating something.
Yeah, they're doing calculations in their brain.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. I wish I was cool enough to do that, but I would confuse myself. So I do
that, and then I confuse myself. So I can confirm.
I just sit there really like stone face and think really hard, and they're probably like, "Are you okay? Do you have indigestion?" But then I get to going after I know what I'm going to do. Then I get to go.
Yeah,
there's actually several pictures of me on Facebook that I saw today and I look so mean. And there's one picture where I just look disgusted. I don't know why I'm making that face, but I'm looking at my opponent with my hand like this going, and I'm really sorry that
I look
was caught on
forward,
camera.
knowing Cody, I look forward to the memes that he makes with that.
Yeah, I purposefully didn't send them to him, so hopefully he doesn't find them.
I feel like he's
gonna
gonna
go search
knowing
for
him.
him right now. By the end of the episode, he'll have them posted in the comments.
I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. It's going to be great. It's going to be someone's YouTube thumbnail. A YouTube I'm not even a part of. It's going to be there.
Just going to be there. What were your matchups like within the 25K?
I'm glad you asked because I had to write them down.
Look at you, so prepared with notes.
Yes. So my round one, I played against Bleen, which after talking to Matthew and Hayden, the way the deck was built, they took out things that make the Bleen matchup worse, not unwinnable, but not favored for us. And so, of course, that was my round one, and I did lose it. We went to game 3, and shout out to him. His name's Alex. He even though I lost to him round 1, he kept winning the rest of the day. So he was helping my tiebreakers. So shout out to you, Alex. And he had the foiled Simba mat, and I was playing with the foiled Mulan mat. So our
good synergy,
the vibes.
Yes, I took a picture because I was like, we have the prettiest table right now. And then I got everyone's favorite opponent on round 2, Mr. Bri. I got a bye on round 2. And then
I love that.
Yeah, I was super happy. Round 3, I played a yellow-blue Cauldron deck, and I 2-0'd them. Round 4 was a Blue Steel Allies, and I beat them. 5
So for the playing against the allies, because sometimes that can be a hard matchup. Were you on the play or on the draw?
Well, I 2-0'd them. So I was on the play one time, draw second. I think I was on the draw game 1, on the play game 2.
Okay.
And I think on game 2, his Jasmine whiffed like every time.
And that feels bad.
It maybe had it quested twice maybe before I got rid of it, and then after that he wasn't drawing into anything good. He had no card draw. I don't think he wasn't finding docks if he was playing them. So
the card gods were on your side in that matchup is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Not that that's an unwinnable match, but it definitely gets really hard the longer it goes on in that match.
Yeah. And then that takes me to round 5, which I played another blue steel, but it was big blue steel 246. It had Goliaths and like Cinderella's, Hades, Tinkerbells. It had all the big stuff, ramp into the big stuff. We ended up drawing, so we went to time. And then round 6 was a Blurple, and I beat them. Round 7 was a green purple deck. It was a really interesting green purple deck. It made top 16. It was I'm pretty sure it was a deck that Mo made and posted about. It had like Madam M elephants and the 9-drop Robin Hood with ward that cost less for every damage on the opposing side.
Okay. That feels very Mo-esque.
Yeah. So I lost to that one. And then my round 8 was a yellow purple, and I 2-0'd that. And when I was talking to my opponent, like the yellow blue, when I was playing the yellow blue and the yellow purple decks, I hadn't really tested much into those decks, but to me, they feel like old Ruby Amethyst. Like they have the board wipe. And so what I would do during those games is if their board got too intimidating and I didn't think I could handle their board, I would go just wide enough to where they would want a board wipe and get rid of their stuff too. And that seemed to work every single time. And because Ruby Amethyst was like my jam. So I know what Ruby Amethyst or those board wipes are trying to do. So Mo says yellow blue is a lot like red blue. He's using abbreviations.
Yes.
And
So,
yellow purple a lot like ruby amethyst. True. Yeah. So I just, when I was playing them, if they had something on the board that I didn't think I could take care of, I would go just wide enough to where it's intimidating to them, to where they just get rid of it for me. So, and that worked. I 2-0'd both of those yellow decks. So
that's a solid
That's fair. Yeah.
plan.
yeah. And so for the 25K, I ended up placing 29th.
I love that.
Yep, went 5-1. So very happy with my result there.
Did you find that you were going to time a lot of rounds? I just noticed recently that some of the decks seem to be playing longer, and not necessarily anyone slow playing, but just a lot more decision trees. So it feels like it's a little bit longer matches depending on the matchup. Obviously not dogs.
Yeah. No, I didn't play any dogs, so I was so thankful for that. But when we talk about ones I went to time with, like I went to time with the blue steel. I almost went to time with Blurple just because we kept going back and forth of like who had maintaining board advantage. And then I think that's really it. So, and my round one, the Bleen, we almost went to time, but
okay.
I was really good with trying to close it out the last 4 minutes. Once I don't like going to time, but the blue steel person I did draw with, like our games took so long just because I'd get rid of stuff from him, he'd get rid of stuff from me, and then it was just one of those things where we just keep going back and forth.
Yeah.
So it just means that we're both really good players, and
I agree with that.
So, but yeah, that was, other than that, I almost went to time with yellow purple, but was able to close it out before because it took us 25 minutes to do game one. And I looked at the clock and I was like, there was like 30 minutes left, or I guess at that point, 20-ish. And I said, oh, okay, we're good. We're doing fine. Cause I don't want to like tell my opponent what to do or like speed up. I don't want to be rude like that. But I remember I said that, and then he said, I don't know, and like gave that one of those faces, and then I ended up 2-0ing him. But he was a really nice guy, a very nice guy. All of my opponents were very nice and a pleasure to play against. So
that's awesome. That's good to hear. Is there anything from the event, because this was obviously a huge tournament, that you want to carry on as you continue to play in larger events, or something that you want to like change moving forward?
About
anything. So like sometimes I felt like when I did really good at the Sharp event, I felt like I was in a really good headspace that day. Like I did not get stressed out. Even when I lost, like I felt fine. And I think that was a big turning point for me, understanding how much like where my head is for a tournament really can play into how well or how poorly I do.
Well, for me, I will say this tournament was probably the first tournament where I took practice seriously, and I practiced almost every day for hours. And there was like a couple of days where I woke up at 4:30 in the morning just so I could get games in before work, and played from 4:30 to 6:30. And
putting in the work.
Yeah. So, I mean, this was the first time that I ever like really like I wanted it more than I ever have in the past. Like even other DLCs or other really big tournaments, even if I did really well, I didn't prepare for them. Like it was just luck that day and like some internal skill that I just have. But this was the first time where I actually like set time aside and made sure and told myself, you are going to practice, that you want to do well at this. And because I just, my teammates encourage me, like Team Inkfinity, just shout out to them, all of them. They make me want to be a better player so that when we practice and go to things, like I get to be standing up there in top 32 with my Team Inkfinity shirt on, repping the team and being a proud, you know, sponsor for it, and show that practice is important, and betting on yourself. And, you know, like, I don't really know, I'm rambling now, but
no, you're not. I think all of those things like really do make sense. And
especially when your team becomes more than just a team. Like, these are not just random people to me anymore. These are some of my closest friends, and I want to make them proud, and I want to make them like, nothing. I cried. This is kind of embarrassing, but after I won the women's tournament, I turned around and I saw all of my teammates standing there so happy for me, and all of them hugged me, and just like, I started crying just because I was like, I've made myself so proud. I can tell I've made them so proud. And that's what, like, yes, we do, Brandon. We have the best team. I love you guys. Shout out Team Inkfinity. They've become my best friends. We talk about getting like a commune and just living on a big farm together all the time. So
can I be just like an extra member? Because I would absolutely, I love you. And I constantly say that, like, everybody on your team is so great. And it's something that I love about the Lorcana community. I feel like, yeah, they're like, some people are more welcoming than others, but I feel like I have somehow found all of the wonderful people, and you guys are definitely the top of those wonderful people.
Thank you. I wear the Team Inkfinity logo with pride, and I want to make the team proud as well as myself. And like, the success I had this weekend, nothing compares to how happy it made me feel to know that I put in the work and the work showed, but also my team was behind me the entire way. And like, their support means everything to me. So I just want to keep winning. So that's the biggest takeaway from this weekend. I want to keep winning. I want to
put in the time and win games. That I respect it.
Yeah. So,
and I also will toss in my 2 cents, because I agree. Richmond was probably one of the biggest events that I had ever like been like, okay, I'm going to really prepare. Just a PSA, don't change your deck the night before the event. That's a bad idea.
Midnight the night before.
It's a really bad idea, because then you end up having the worst tournament of your life. But I had fun. I just performed the worst I have ever performed in.
Oh. Man.
I doubted myself. I doubted myself in the practice I put in, and that was what'd
you switch to? What were you playing, and what'd you switch to?
I was playing Amethyst Steel, and I switched to Amethyst Sapphire. So I went from Purple Steel to Blurple.
When she had been playing Purple Steel in preparation for months, 2 months?
Yeah,
really heavily that week, but she had
probably put in. You weren't supposed to switch. Yeah, see, we blame our Melissa. I blame Jonathan. He gave me the cards.
It's all John's fault.
I
he just had to bring his whole collection.
Do not like John. You asked him for it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was my fault. It was 100% my fault, and I'll never do that again.
Yeah, I've done it, but this was the first tournament where I didn't just fall back on comfort, because for me, I've always played Ruby Amethyst. Even if it's bad, I'll just play it because I know the colors in and out. So this was the first time where I was playing something different, and so it did I knew I couldn't just walk into the tournament with a purple seal deck and think I was going to do well. So I knew there was going to have to be some kind of like practice on my end. So I just decided one day I am going to win that ladies tournament, and I'm going to do the best I can at the main event. And I did both of those things. I achieved both my goals. So.
I love that. What were your matches like for the ladies tournament?
So the ladies tournament, I think they said it was the largest ladies tournament, but I thought it was like 40 people.
That is significantly larger than the last few that they've done.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. But for the ladies tournament, round 1, she was playing Red Steel Aggro. And I beat her. She was a very nice lady. Round 2, I played a Blurple. And then round 3, I played another Blurple, but we drew. And that was with Cammie, who I had mentioned earlier, who also made top 32 in the main event. So she was my round 3 opponent, and we went to time. We drew. My round 4 was playing a really cool red-blue deck with Maui Sharks and all the actions you could think of. Next stop Olympus, so I guess, and Mushu's Rocket. So I guess the idea is have Maui Shark on board, play Mushu's Rocket, and keep Next Stop Olympusing over and over and over and gaining a bunch of lore. Once I learned
chaos, and I kind of love it.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to play around. I hadn't seen that deck until I played it. And once I figured out what its goal was, I was able to navigate it and win. But we did almost go to time. And then round 5, I played a mirror match, but it wasn't an exact mirror. They were playing like Christopher Robin, Pocahontas. I guess, is that what we were considering like normal purple steel is? I don't know.
I feel like there's a few variations of it.
There's a few variations of it. I feel like there's probably 10 cards that get floated around.
Yeah. Well, they were playing like the Christopher Robin, the Pocahontas, and I think everything else was pretty much the same with other purple steel decks, but they were definitely trying to go for like the aggro. Yeah. Oh, they were playing that 3-drop Genie as well.
Okay. Yep.
But I was able to beat that purple steel, and then I drew into Top Cut round 6. And so going into Top Cut, I was first seed. And then my top 8 match was a purple steel. My top 4 match was a purple steel. And then my finals was against Cammie on Blurple. And they were closing up shop. So they said, y'all can play it out, I guess, but we're kind of closed. And
so you guys split it.
Yeah, we ended up splitting the finals. And so technically we both won the ladies tournament. I was first seed, but
we love it. We respect it.
And I respect her too. She's a really good player. And I mean, the fact that we went to time just means that we were both controlling each other's boards really well. So I respect her as a player, and
it's awesome seeing that you guys both played in both events. So you did really well in the large event, and then made it to the top for the ladies tournament.
Yes, I thought that was interesting too. Like in the main event, I was 29th place, she was 30th place. And then in the ladies tournament, I was first seed, she was second seed. So it just, I just thought that was kind of what a coinky dink. But
that's awesome. I love that. And I love seeing some locals, obviously from our area, do well in those tournaments. So I'm excited. The next Charlie's tournament still going to be in Houston?
That's what I've heard. That's what I understand. Bri, is that what you've heard?
That's what I've heard, but I don't think I've heard. They haven't officially announced anything.
It's confusing because I'm pretty sure the graphic shows Stone Mountain.
And it still did for the last one as well.
So, TFM Melissa says May is Texas. And so, is that a qualifier? I forget.
I don't believe it's been announced as a qualifier yet. I'll pull up the Lorcana website and double check it.
It's not have they had a CCQ? It surprises me.
Barley's has had a CCQ, or they have one coming up, but I don't think it's that one.
See, Melissa's, it's not a CCQ, but it's the last qualifier for their series. Okay.
Okay, yeah. For their invitational.
Since I did pretty well, and I got points for placing top 32, I was probably going to go try my best at this next qualifier and see if I can make it to, make it to the 50K Invitational that they're hosting. Did Kriston play at the Anime Con in Fort Worth last night? I don't believe so.
No.
In Dallas.
That was, wait. I think you played. Did you go?
We got a bunch of free mac and cheese from Kraft.
In Dallas. It wasn't in Fort Worth. Didn't you guys come down for the Dallas tournament?
Was this
anime a small child yelling a bad word while opening packs?
No, but did the Anime Con have a wrestling ring?
Yes. Yes.
So I didn't go to that one. But my boyfriend did. That's
okay. I was like,
there were some Team Inkfinity members there.
Yeah, it was like a whole anime thing. They had like a whole sumo wrestling setup.
Oh, was that what it was?
Sumo wrestling or WWE? Maybe it was WWE. I thought it was sumo wrestling, but I didn't actually see it going on. They also did a bunch of like K-pop.
Was there cosplaying?
Yeah. And they had like contests and stuff. Whole bunch of stuff going on the stage.
That's fun. Well, so what is the next tournament? Is it? Does that segue?
That does segue
into what you were gonna say.
So we have 2 events the next 2 weekends here in Dallas, Fort Worth. We have the Hunter Burton Memorial this weekend, as Bri and I like to refer to it, our anniversary. And then the following weekend on the 21st, which is a Saturday, we've moved the DCI to a Saturday, and it will be streamed on the Enchanted Chatter channel. So we're really excited for that. And I also think we have a little surprise for everybody.
Y'all had a surprise the last time I was on here. I hope it's the same surprise.
I have a card to share that will be the top 8. 4 of the top 8 cards, because there are 2 this time. I'm vamping because I downloaded it and now I can't find where I put it. There we go. Here it is.
We're very excited.
And this card is really cool.
So the first one was Maui Shark, right?
Yes. And the last one was Genie.
Genie, wishful, right? Making a wish or something like that.
Drawing Genie.
Okay. And now we have a new one. New 2. Is that what you said?
Yeah. It's 1 card, but the art. So for Genie, there were multiple art options.
Okay.
4 were like a traditional art, and then the rest were Genie like riding different rides at Disney World. And it was hilarious and wonderful. But this time we have Prince Philip.
Dang.
Vanquisher of Foes is going to be our fun little alt art proxy prize. This one is also the art that the playmat is based on too. So everybody should be very excited for it.
That looks really cool. I'm going to be winning one of those.
I hate this card, but I love this card, this version of the card.
How do you come up with the art? Who's the artist?
One of the creators of the tournament is who creates the cards as well, and they try to pick a card that like hasn't gotten love in like an Enchanted or an Epic, but is played a lot and is in a lot of decks that are seeing play. So that was kind of the first time it was Maui Shark because there were funny options for it. And then they went with Genie because, you know, Genie still, I feel like, is played it. And you play Amethyst, you play Genie.
Yep.
And then I think this Prince Philip is also seeing a lot of play right now. And the art on it's good. Like, it's definitely a fun art card in the first place, but getting to have the like fun alt art is always an entertainment.
There's currently 79 people enrolled for the DCI this time.
Oh, it's already live?
Oh, yes, it's live.
It's on the Melee.
Melee. I want to sign up. It's
Bri, can you actually send me on Discord that link really quick so I don't have to search for it?
Yes, Mom.
Thanks.
That's what I was looking at my phone for. I was like, I'm gonna pull this up because Kirby sent it to me, and where is it? And I can't find it, and found it.
And it's May 21st, is that right?
Yes.
March.
March. Sorry. We're in March.
Yeah. All the M months, they sound the same.
Now 80 people. Haha.
Ooh, somebody registered. We'd love to see it. Which, speaking of, I'm tossing the link into chat.
I see that you did that.
Because I have the power. Sometimes I know how to work this. The other tournament that I also want to share, because I know it's always a good time, and Bri and I joke that it is our anniversary, but it's also for a really good cause. Hunter Burton Memorial is to spread awareness for suicide prevention. So if anyone can make it, it's a really fun event. There's prizing. I feel like just like the DCI has prizing throughout. That was like a piece that they took from Hunter Burton. It's really fun when you're playing in a tournament to constantly be getting prizes, even if you maybe aren't doing as well as you want to that day. It's just a really good event. It's well put on. I know in the past, Mo and Mandy have made their way down for it. So it's a good time. And if anyone is in the area or thinking about being in the area, you should definitely come out.
And that one is
this weekend.
Saturday.
Oh,
it's on Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Saturday player meetings at 1 p.m.
Sheesh.
And yes, I should also call out. Yeah. And I think, Bri, this was sadly, you were not there.
That was the one I had family emergency come up, and I ended up not being able to come last year.
But it's funny because it is actually really kid friendly.
Yeah. I mean, the year before that, I had my 2-month-old. So
yeah, strapped on the chest and
chest
playing.
Carrier.
Oh,
bouncing
really?
between the chest carrier and a stroller.
The first time I met Bri at League, she had a child on her chest, and I was just like, okay, this girl is a badass. And full stop. I want to be her friend.
And then she mentioned a book, and I was like, books? You like books? I like books. What books you like?
And then y'all been connected at the hip ever since.
Pretty much. And then we also there are a few other girls that play at our stores that we play at like every time. And immediately when they started playing, I was like, hi, do you need any cards? Are you having fun? Was he mean to you? Because
we need to yell at him. We will yell at him.
We will yell at him. I choose you. You are stuck with us now. And
how do we get her to keep coming?
One of our other good friends, Chelsea, I literally was like, hi. And she's like, what the hell is going on? Because she is very introverted at first. And I was like, is this your first time playing Lorcana? I can help you. Do you need cards? I have a ton of extra cards. If you need anything, you just let me know.
Oh, that was like the best thing about the ladies tournament was like everyone was so nice and supportive. And like when I was crying because I was happy, they immediately, all of them jumped in and was like, are you okay? Tell me who hurt you? Who hurt you? And she was like, do you need a tissue? Do you need to go somewhere? Are you okay? And everyone kept, everyone checked on me the rest of the tournament because they saw that I was crying, even though I was just crying because I was just so proud of myself and so happy to be there. But
I love that. And also
it was awesome
cool because it was International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? That was so cool. I didn't realize it was International Women's Day, and then they made that announcement, and I was like, oh my gosh. Wow. How poetic.
I love, I'll get on my little cheesy soapbox for this one. I feel like I have met some amazing women in this community, and this community is fostering a lot of amazing women to not only be players, creators, cosplayers, and just have a space in the TCG arena that is wonderful. And I hope that that continues. And I will fight anyone who tries to stop it.
Agreed. I'll be right there with you.
That's what they deserve.
Yeah.
Really.
What else do we got on our agenda?
We have an agenda.
Y'all have an agenda? That's so crazy. That's so fancy.
Courtney always makes one, and we sometimes follow it really well.
It's mainly so that I remembered, I make sure we talk about everything we're supposed to, which, hey, guys, there was a DLC this weekend.
What? Who cares? We won a women's tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares about the DLC?
Plus, I mean, it was dogs versus dogs in the final, which was just an unfortunate match to watch. The mirror of dogs feels so icky.
I feel like any mirror match, I'm just like, ugh. I mentally check out.
I feel like
that's just a personal opinion. That's purely because I got convinced to play red blue for the HBMO when I had the small child, and got there and pretty sure it was 75% of the field at the time, and I hated my life. So it has burned me on mirror matches.
Well, I think I will say, there are some mirror matches, though, at least it isn't so absolutely dependent on you draw these cards in this order. And for dogs, I feel like the mirror match is very much, can you draw these cards in this order before your opponent draws these cards in this order? And that's how you win.
Yeah, it looked rough, and it was hard to keep up. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So I will say it wasn't I don't have the breakdown right in front of me. It was really wild seeing the 2-day format of 2 day one events into one single Worlds invite. The other person who Zan played, I would feel so bad in his shoes being like, you literally won a DLC and then had to play an extra match and you don't get a world invite.
I didn't quite understand the day 2 setup of it. So there were 2,000 people tournaments.
It took me a hot minute to figure this out, so I can actually walk through it. So the best way to describe it, it was 2 tournaments that ran completely separately until the very final match. So Friday, the people that made day 2 played other people that played on Friday and made day 2 and bracketed into the top 64, the same way every other DLC has worked. Saturday, those people who made day 2 on Sunday played other people who made day 2 on Sunday and bracketed the Saturday all the way up to top 64. And then, you're one winner for both Friday and Saturday. And then those 2 people played each other for the very last round and the World's invite.
Oh my gosh.
It truly was. You played 2 separate tournaments, and then whoever won each of those tournaments met and had to...
There can only be one.
Yeah. Which just, I don't know, it just feels bad for that person who lost that last round because...
Okay, you won your whole tournament, but actually...
And that's a huge accomplishment. Not to diminish them by any means, but it just feels bad that they also don't get
Scar.
Yeah.
a world
Disney
invite.
Lorcana turned into Scar, and they're Mufasa, and he just like let him fall.
So how did the Nats invite go? So like,
So I don't know how the Nats invite worked for that. I just knew how the worlds. That's a question I didn't even think about asking, and my brain.
so
Someone smarter than me would have to answer that question.
I think
Melissa
so.
just did.
Top 32 of each
Of
tourney got okay.
Okay.
Oh,
See, someone smarter than me answered the question.
so top 32
I was
of
like, she
each
was
of
there.
those brackets got Nats invites, but the winners of each of those brackets did not get Worlds invites. They had
Correct.
to compete for a Worlds invite. Okay.
Correct. Which
Hmm.
feels even weirder that they still got all 64 of those
Right.
people got invites to Nats, but only one world invite for the top. Yeah, that feels weird.
Yeah,
That's
That's
I
a
thought
choice.
they would have like split the Nats invites amongst them, but okay.
Yeah.
At first I kind of thought the idea of splitting the tournament into two, like they did, would be cool, because we had Zach from Team Inkfinity. He competed on Friday, and he scored enough points to compete in day 2 on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
So it was kind of nice for him to play all day Friday and then have Saturday to kind of relax and like get mentally prepared for Sunday. And I thought that was that would be nice. But now to hear that, I don't know how I feel about it now.
That's fair. I hear
Yeah.
a tiny human. Is he coming to say hi?
He's trying.
The big smile. We love Deckard. He is a good fan of the show. So speaking of, this was Zan's list from the DLC that he took first place with. I really love the addition of these Mickeys in the dogs list. I think that that's a wonderful card.
As many of them as I have, I'm glad that I can get some use out of it.
Yeah. I also am excited because this means he has a place besides in my Infinity Steel Song deck that I do meet things with. We made an Infinity deck that is just Steel Song, but it is it's just a mill deck.
Oh, how many cards off were the 2 decks? Do you know?
I did not compare the 2 lists, but I do know the one difference that I know of. Did the baby's appearance? Sorry,
A dog.
Was I know Zan was running 4 Under the Seas, and his opponent, and I apologize that I don't know his opponent's name off the top of my head, was running 3. And I know Melissa's about to be like in here telling me who it was. Dogs don't like me. Yeah, dogs. I've been playing this list a little bit more just so I can understand the play lines better. And it makes more sense. As I keep telling Melissa, I am not as good as her on it, but I don't feel as miserable as I used to feel on this list.
I played a couple games with Mo like before the tournament, and he was playing dogs, and I left each game not happy. So I'm so glad I didn't have to play dogs during the actual tournament.
He heard dogs.
Yeah. This is the goodest boy.
Oh, look how polite he is.
He says
Oh,
it's
Mo,
bedtime.
no need to apologize, Mo. You just made me thankful that I didn't have to experience dogs in the tournament. That's all.
Well, we've made it to 9. We've kept you for an hour. We appreciate your time. We appreciate everybody. We had I feel like we had your whole team in the chat, which I love. Love seeing everybody. Where can people find you? And Team Inkfinity, for that matter.
So I am pretty active on Twitter. I think my Twitter handle is KDOYESROD.
It's also in the show notes on YouTube.
Oh, okay, perfect. So go look there if you're curious. But I'm on Twitter. I'm in the Team Inkfinity Discord, which is on the Team Inkfinity Twitter page. And Team Inkfinity also has a YouTube. We have a Twitter account. We have a Facebook account. We're pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, and I would call out, you are super active in the Discord, the team Discord, and you're so good about shouting out everybody on your team that does amazing. And even like when I am on and doing something, I feel like you shout me out on there. So I really appreciate that. And I love seeing everybody shout you out for being so amazing this weekend. And as somebody who considers you a friend from all the events that we've done together and Lorcana, I was so excited to see how well you did this weekend. So I also am super proud of you and really happy that you met some of your goals this weekend and are just killing it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I do try my best to. That's why in the team Discord, you might see like, I want people to tell us the tournaments they're going to, because I want them to know that we're rooting them on too. And I love the community that is on our team Discord, and I would love for it to grow. And I love you guys. Thank you for inviting me onto this podcast. I cannot wait to see you guys again soon. I hope to see you at Sharp's CCQ in July.
Yes.
Yay. Yes. And I'm definitely going to come down for the CCS in May and for the DCI. I'm going to sign up for the DCI right when I get off of this. So,
yay!
So we'll see you in 2 weeks, that means?
A week and a half.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I love this. This is great. Well, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And hopefully you all go out and come hang out with us at the DCI in a few weeks. We would love that. And everybody keep playing Lorcana. And I got nothing else. We will see you all next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.